the realest gang, I'm back with another video, and in today's video I have another word for y'all, and today's word is the chosen ones get irritated by these people because our light can see through their demons. And what I mean by this is, have you ever heard of that saying, people get irritated by you because their demons can sense your light? Well, it's vice versa, basically the same thing for us chosen ones, with these people out here, with these narcissists, with these delusional people out here, with these people who think they're some type of God, like they're above some type of authority. And we're going to get into this, and God gave me a big revelation throughout the days. We get irritated by these narcissists as well, okay? This is what I heard. Just because we are chosen by God does not mean that we have to let things slide. Yes, we should be righteous. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. Yes, we should be nice. Yes, we should be kind-hearted and help others. But also, we need to have boundaries. We need to limit ourselves with these narcissists and these people who are takers and not givers. Because the thing about takers is self-explanatory. They'll take, and not give you nothing. They'll leave you in the dust in a millisecond. They'll leave you like you're nothing for their needs because they come first. These people are selfish. Okay? So we need to limit ourselves with the access that we let these people gain from us. Okay, guys? And something that God put in my heart is Jesus. When he flipped the tables, right? Because the Pharisees were taking money. Okay, so we know that Jesus, he was the perfect human being. He was always out here serving our God and always preaching the word, even to the sinners. But there came a time where enough was enough. And he got angry with the people in the temple because of the fact that they were using God's temple for their prideful reasonings, for their selfish desires for money. So over here in John 2:14 through 15, it says, in the temple courts he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and others sitting at tables exchanging money. So he made a whip out of cords and drove all from the temple courts, both sheep and cattle. He scattered the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. So Jesus was over it. He had no words. His anger had no words. Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm saying something here. His anger had no words. He couldn't express his anger in words. That he had to express it in actions. Because actions essentially speak louder than words. Because you could say something, but they won't hear you. But once you act it out, oh yeah, they gonna hear you for sure. So that's what Jesus did. And some quotes over here, it says, Jesus flipped the tables to show you he's not putting up with your crap. Jesus turned the tables. Okay, listen to this, y'all. Jesus turned the tables to prove he was no pushover. Do y'all hear that? Jesus turned the tables, and all of that because he wanted to prove his point that he can feel what he feels because of the fact that they're disrespecting the Most High, because of the fact that they're being prideful and being selfish, and that stems from the devil himself. And this made Jesus really angry. This made Jesus really angry. And Jesus wasn't putting up with it. He said enough is enough. Hasn't he done everything to prove who he is? And y'all still want to do what y'all want to do? He gonna show y'all. He gonna show y'all who he is. Okay? You don't disrespect. And that's what these narcissists do. They think that you're some type of pushover, that you're dumb, that you have no common sense in their mind, in their reality, because it's their world at the end of the day, right? So in their point of view, they see you as this retarded human being who doesn't know any better. They think that they're above you in some kind of way. And this is what I mean by, yes, we have to be nice. Yes, we have to be kind-hearted. But this is an example. Jesus flipping the tables is an example of what really is enough is enough. Because you can say something, you can be quiet for so long, but you get to a point where somebody just pisses you off so bad that you have to address this person. You can't just be quiet. You can't stay quiet all the time. You can't be this saint that's going to be like, oh, yeah. No, you got to put people in their places. You got to put people in their places, no matter if you're scared, no matter if you're feeling like you're going to lose this person, no matter whatever the case may be that comes after you defend yourself. Okay, guys? Let people know that you're not a pushover. The chosen ones feel irritated by these people out here as well, because our light can sense the demons in them. Okay, and what I mean by this is, have you ever felt like, yo, why doesn't this person like me? Like, what did I ever do to this person? I don't even know this person. I have a verse right here that tells us exactly what it is. Okay, I'm about to give y'all that verse. It says over here, Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, guys? Hear that. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Principalities, powers. Okay? This is all spiritual. This world is spiritual. We are human beings living in a spiritual world. Okay, y'all? So, it's like, have you ever had a feeling? Let me put it like this. Have you ever had a feeling about someone, right? And this person is so charming and so nice to everyone, but you just have this feeling that just won't let you rest. Like, it won't die down the way that you're feeling about this person. Sorry. It's just, you're feeling this feeling because you sense something deeper. Because you're sensitive in the spirit. Your spirit is feeling this, right? And you're essentially saying, I don't feel right about this person. But everyone else around you feels like this person is so nice, so charming, so this, so that. But you could feel some type of negativity. That's how it is with a lot of these things out here. We have to understand that everything is spiritual in this world. We are just humans living in a humanly body. We are just spirits living in a human body. Because what happens when we die, right? This flesh does not go with us, but our spirit, our soul does. This flesh dies. All of this dies. But the spirit never dies. The spirit never dies. The soul never dies. The spirit is stronger than the flesh. For some. Not going to say for all, because some of us feel these people more. Like, some of us feel things more than others. Some are not in tune with their feelings and like the feelings of the spiritual world and all of that. What do they say? Sleep is the cousin of death. When you're dreaming, you go into the spiritual realm. This is why you might feel like, oh, why doesn't this person like me, blah, blah, blah. It's because we wrestle against principalities, against powers, against spiritual wickedness in high places. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Understand that. And this is why these narcissists and all of these people initially don't like you. Because they can sense your presence. They can sense your spirit, whether it's good or bad. I had to learn the fact that people don't like you because they could see that light in you. And you might not like a person because you could see the demon in them. It's vice versa. You can feel this is a spiritual world full of energies. And not to say that in a new age type of viewpoint, but that's how it is. Okay, guys? We have to understand that. This world is a spiritual world. Everything happens in the spiritual realm first. But we can feel these narcissists. We can see through their mask. Everyone sees them as good and charming and all of that. But we could see through them. And this is why these narcissists and these delusional people are scared. Because when you have that one person that can unmask you, it's a possibility that that one person can go and let other people know, like, yo, this person is not a good person. Like, this person is evil-minded. But a lot of people won't see that because they're not in tune spiritually. And once again, I'm not saying this in like a new age type of thing. So we have to understand that these people, they just want to do what they want to do. They want to control everything. They want to feel like they're some type of God. But oh boy, they got something coming towards them. They got something coming towards them. And I call that humbling. Because you know what God did to Nebuchadnezzar? He humbled him. How did he humble him? Through the many things that he put him through. That man was humbled eventually. So don't think that these narcissists and all of that are going to get away with whatever they do and however they treat you. Know that there is a God up here knowing everything from the heart of somebody. Knowing everything from the mind of somebody. Nothing goes unseen with God. Nothing. There was a story of a man who hid behind the biggest rock ever, thinking that God couldn't see him. That's a lot of these narcissists. They think they're unstoppable. They think they're unstoppable. They think that they have this authority towards other people or towards the world. They just feel like nobody could see through them. And that is the total opposite. That is the total opposite. And it's delusional for them to really think like that. It's delusional for people to really think that somebody else can't see you. Just because somebody doesn't say nothing doesn't mean that they don't see you. So once again, Jesus flipped the table. He said enough was enough. He wasn't going for that. He was doing what he had to do to praise his Father, the Most High. Because those people, they were selling things and all of that for money, for their prideful reasonings, for their selfish desires of money and of, how can I say it, like, of fortune, their financial gains. But what did Jesus do? He turned them tables. He did all of that because he wanted to let them know he is not a pushover. He is not this. Okay, yes, he is perfect and all of that, but there are boundaries within his perfection, if that makes any sense. For example, if we go out of his will, he's gonna humble us by teaching us something or something coming about. You get what I'm saying? So it's a matter of just respecting and not disrespecting. Because when you get disrespectful and when you forget everything that he has done for you and what he has promised for you and the things that he does for you, it's like a slap in the face. And that's how it is when narcissists do that to us. It's like a slap in the face. And that's what basically Jesus was feeling right here. Like it was a slap in the face, a hard slap in the face. Because he came to those people and he preached to them. He preached to them. And they still wanted to do what they wanted to do. They still wanted to go off pride. They still wanted to go off of their selfish and fleshly desires. But God said, no, not this time. Enough is enough. That's how some of us got to be. Enough is enough. We got to do what we got to do. Speak up for ourselves. Defend ourselves. If you ain't going to do it, that person is going to keep disrespecting you. And you going to get to a point where you're just like, whoa, dang. Stop being a pushover in a sense. Stop letting these people treat you in a manner that you don't want to be treated. Because the thing about it is you treat somebody how you want to be treated. So if they're treating you with disrespect and all of that, I'm not saying to be petty or none of that. I'm not saying to always act out of character, because that's not God-like either. That's not Christ-like either. But we clearly could see right here how Jesus acted when they disrespected the temple, God's temple, with their prideful desires. So that's really all I have, guys. That's really all I have to say. Like I always say, read your Bible, spend time with God, to be renewed, to be refreshed, because we are just here with a word or whatever the case may be. And like I always say, stay real, be real, because once you are the realist, you cannot go back to the lies. So I'm going to catch y'all until next time.